Okay, good afternoon, Niles. Thank you for turning in this afternoon for Niles Voice of Business. This live stream features interviews with local business owners, professionals, and village representatives to provide resources and insights for the businesses of Niles. And today we are with Randy Kash, owner of Dear Franks. Welcome, Randy. How are you?
I'm doing well, Alicia. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. So tell us a little bit about Dear Franks and your history here in Niles.
Dear Franks was the old U Dog U for many years. A lot of people know. And when they came up for sale about 16 years ago, my uncle and my dad decided to get into to the locations that they had here and in Glenview. And we took over the Niles locations, being that we live in Niles, and my uncle took over the Glenview location.
Excellent. So you live in Niles as well?
Yes, we
Niles resident and business owner. We love that.
over 20 years residence and about 16 plus years of business.
That's fantastic. So COVID has hit everyone hard, some businesses harder than others. Tell us a little bit about your experience keeping Dear Franks going.
Everybody knows it's been a struggle trying to keep the doors open and keep the business afloat. And we've been one of the fortunate ones. There's a lot more people that are less off than we are as far as being able to stay open. We were allowed to stay open, but business dropped off significantly, and that's where creativity comes in of promotions and curbside pickup and various things to get people where they're comfortable to order.
Excellent. I know that all of our restaurants are always very careful with food handling, but I know that everyone has also stepped up their game during COVID. Tell us a little bit about the special precautions you're taking at Dear Franks.
Yeah, that was a big thing that we were talking to a lot of our customers about, and they were concerned about, worried about the virus and about coming into any business.
Right.
So we have a strict procedure where all our employees wear masks, and we have a sanitation paper where we fill out. We're doing it twice an hour where we walk around and sanitize everything in the store, not just the tabletops where people eat, but the pop machine buttons, door handles, telephones, computers, tablets, everything gets sanitized. So,
That's great to hear.
yes, yeah, that's something we took very seriously. And especially being in a restaurant, you don't want to take any chances with anybody.
And we appreciate that. What's your most popular menu item?
Ooh, that's a toss up. I think because our cheddar cheese is so popular, I want to say our cheddar burgers are really good. But our gyros are really, really a close second, if anything.
Okay, so it's not the hot dog.
Well, a hot dog is always the favorite, but I think our burgers and our gyros actually outsell our hot dogs.
Okay, so I've had your turkey burger, which is amazing. So
Thank you.
I will vouch for that one. I know the chamber used Dear Franks when we were donating to first responders early on in the pandemic, but you went above and beyond that and started something new. Can you share a little bit about your donations to first responders?
Sure. Well, we were always raised, first of all, with, that do good and good things happen. And so we always are involved in our community because we're part of the park district. I coach, and we're always involved in everything. We're community people here. And so we always like to give back to our first responders and different things around town. So when this all happened, a lot of people were made to stay home or had to stay home because of that. But these first responders didn't have a choice. They had to go to work, and their jobs are critical. So we felt that upon us, or that our way of saying thanks is let's feed these guys, let's these people, and let's show our appreciation. And we did it like normal. And the funny thing is, actually, we're concerned about them, and this is to show you how good of our first responders all around town are. Is we're donating to them because we're concerned about them, and they're concerned about us, saying, "Well, I can't believe you're donating in these times. We want to make sure you guys stay open. We want to patronize you guys." And it's amazing how selfless they are.
Why Niles is a great place.
Yeah, it's really nice. I didn't expect that response. I expected a thank you, and that was it. But they were incredible.
So beyond those donations that you made, you took it a step further, and you have created something called Hot Dogs for Heroes.
Yes.
So talk to us about Hot Dogs for Heroes.
So we were, a lot of people in the community, I guess it got us a lot of attention, the donations, and that we didn't really ask for or need, but people were coming to us saying, I want to help, but I can't afford to pay for, a hospital wing, or I can't afford to pay for a police department or a shift. It's just beyond my budget. So, after hearing this a few times, my family got together and we discussed, and, let's go bigger. Let's make this a GoFundMe where people can donate $20, $30, and something that on its own couldn't do anything, but collectively can feed a department, can feed a hospital wing, can feed a fire, can feed anything. And that's what we did. We raised a bunch of money through that. And we fed hospitals all across the North Shore and some police area and fire departments.
Do you have any account of how many, I don't want to say people, but how many meals how many times you've donated to a hospital or to the police department or the fire department?
I know I did my last tally was when I passed 1,000. So we're well over 1,000 hot dog meals.
And you are still taking donations, correct?
Yes, we are. You can get to it from our Dear Frank's website and then click on the Hot Dogs for Heroes link. We've collected over $4,000, and we've donated. You can see online all the pictures and all the videos. I mean, hospitals. We've donated to probably about close to a dozen hospitals all around the North Shore, and police departments in the neighborhood, in the area, and fire departments.
That's amazing. So last week I was speaking with Darren Brown from Niles Family Services, and he was talking about Dear Frank's and how you coordinated donations to the food pantry. Can you tell us about that?
Sure. Darren, you do things and you don't think you don't want it to be, you just do it for the sake of doing it, and getting into something big. And it's, so we had seen I think it was on Facebook, a call for urgent need for food and supplies for the food pantry. And so, again, my family and I, we talked, we said, well, we know some of the owners or some of the higher ups in these supermarkets in towns. So why don't we call them and, talk and say, hey, because I know a lot of them are really nice people and they want to help. So, the first couple we called were on board, and it just kept snowballing from there. Patel Brothers was great. They're friends of ours, and they're amazing people, and they're always saying, Randy, whenever we can help, let us know. And Fresh Farms the same. It's incredible.
It's fantastic. Sometimes it takes someone like you to coordinate the effort, though.
Yeah, sometimes it takes. Yeah, thank you. I mean, but
yeah.
I didn't think of it like that at first, but it was, yeah.
That's okay. We get that, and we appreciate your helping. Before we went on today, you were talking to me a little bit about the Senior Commission in Niles that you serve on, and what they've done during the pandemic. Can you share that with us?
Sure. So again, it goes back to Niles being the great town it is, had a commission set up where they were trying to figure out how to keep these seniors and people that couldn't go out because they were high risk, how to get them in interaction with other people, because everybody knows right now it's very tough mentally to stay home constantly and not have people with you. So they're great. I mean, I know Darren was spearheading it, Kelly Mickle and Carl and a bunch of people that I'm not naming all of them, but forgive me, you guys are all wonderful. Okay. They're working on trying to get laptops to seniors, trying to get them onto Zoom calls and interacting with others and activities through Zoom, so that they have that social interaction with each other, to keep our vulnerable population, safe.
Connected. That's great. So we usually finish this with your favorite place to eat, which I'm going to guess is Dear Frank's. So I'm going to ask you, when you don't dine at Dear Frank's, where's your favorite place in Niles to grab a bite from?
I like El Boadi. I know they're a newcomer, but we had traveled many times to the south side to go eat at their other location, and we were really happy when they moved up here close. So
okay.
From me.
And they have some nice outdoor seating for those of us that aren't quite ready to go inside. And I know they do great pickup service as well, as we have ordered takeout from them too.
Yeah.
All right, Randy, thanks so much. Thanks for all the wonderful things you're doing here in Niles, and thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Alicia. Thanks for having me.
Bye-bye, Niles.
Bye.